What up, nerds? Hello, hello. How's it going?
Hello and happy Saturday. Nosa, thank you so much for that raid. And
Thank you, Captain.
got a raid and run. Car's overdue for an oil change. No worries, no worries. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, I hope you had a fantastic stream and good luck with the car. Thank you, thank you. Also, hello, Dagger. Welcome on in. Good to see you. TK needs nerds. Fret not, we are here. That autocorrect.
Yeah.
Welcome in, TK.
needs. Dagger, hello.
Buddy,
Buddy,
hello.
Louise, David, welcome you guys. Hello, Christoph. How are you all?
Good to see you guys. How's it going? Happy Saturday. We made it.
Yeah, we made it. We even got some sun today. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Good. It's good. I hope everyone's doing well. The time has come. Last stream we just yapped a whole bunch, but today it's time to start, Devin. It is time. So let's get to it. Let's just get to it, you know?
Kamala got covered by water bots. Holy!
Huge.
Congratulations.
That's incredible, Christoph.
Well done.
That's like on my bucket list, you know?
Right?
Getting covered by Wanderbots or Retromation or something like that. That must be the best feeling ever.
I bet.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so good. And Buddy says, going good. Spring started springing. Finally,
Yeah.
we're seeing rays of sunshine for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? We got a little bean dock.
Yeah. So I've done tons of work on the game already. So this is our first progress screenshot.
Mais gracias por el par.
Hey, Miles.
Thank you for the maca treat. Let's give Cuckoo her little snackito.
Yes, we have a bean. We have a bean. We know how much you'll like beans on this channel.
Ship it. Sold. One thing I see that's interesting. Your bean is 3D. You have a 3D bean.
We have a 3D whole bean.
Are we gonna have a 3D dock?
Mm-hmm.
We are.
No.
Oh.
Of course not. What are you talking about? It was just easy to add a bean.
It was just easy to add a bean. Oh, look at this zucchini. Look how she tries to eat.
Oh my god, mice!
Mice!
11 whole months.
Thank
Praise
you.
the maca and the beautiful nerds.
Thank you so much for the 11 months. Makuku appreciates the treat redeemed.
See you. Happy Saturday. And we have ads in 3 seconds. I'm so sorry, nerds. Ah! Not for mice, I guess.
It's okay.
Get wrecked. I'll be right back.
That's it. That's all you got, Cuckoo. Oh, right. Yeah, because I cleaned the maca hairs off of it. So, hello, guys.
It's been a while.
It's bean. You know, back in 1994, the screenshot would have been a huge milestone.
Yeah. Now we'll add ray tracing. It's fun to MMYSE. Oh wait, I did it wrong.
MMYC. If I go this way, is it good? Or this way I disappear? This way I disappear. This way is good.
You're good. Yeah, I had a good time. Mize is saying that they're getting crazy lag. I hope it's not the stream. I hope it's not on our end.
Oh, I have ads. Get wrecked.
That's rough. That is rough. What was I gonna say? Oh, I had a good time telling Irish John how to say mice, which I spelled out as micey.
I see.
I love to do that. It's my favorite pastime. Get Bernardo to sing, check. I'm feeling good today. We're going to get so much done. It's going to be great. It's going to be so good. And I think the reason it's going to be good is because currently we have this. Right?
Oh, sorry, that was me. That was me. That was me.
God.
That was me getting
Nerd alert. Thank you so much, Artiste Nerd, for the sub. Whole year.
No, not the hydrate.
What have you done?
I'm so sorry. I was trying to close the little tab that said the anniversary, and then yeah.
Rigged.
Rigged.
Ay.
Guys, just ignore that. That was just me.
Oh, it's your computer. Okay.
Oh, good heavens.
Damn.
Good
Camillos!
heavens.
4 months. Thank you so much.
Camillos, thank you. 4 months. Let's go.
Look at what you've done. You pressured Camillos into
Oh,
subbing.
no, I'm so sorry. Don't feel pressured. Please.
Micey, not like this.
Also, AR, thank you so much for that follow as well. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Louise! What? Thank you so much.
Thank you for the prime subby. Yes, I feel pressured.
Maybe you should do this more often. Thank you so much for the subs.
Thank you very much. That is very, very kind of you guys.
Right. So as you can see,
we have a bean.
what the heck is happening? 40. Thank you so much for the gift to Christoph.
I feel like I need the little oh, but I could try to do a yay.
Oh my.
Here we go.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you for the gifty body.
One of these.
Christoph, enjoy. Oh, you got it, dude. Oh, nice.
I think that was a little dusty. Enomoth, hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Great stream. 3D Bean and Sabathar. Let's go!
Ay. Oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah. Game's almost done. I feel like it needs a bit of polish. Maybe some art from Celine. But other than that, like, you can just go like...
Just ship it. Yeah.
It's very fun. Right. So, I think a lot of this early stage is going to be taking our learnings from the dwarf game and and bringing them over.
Brewski.
No,
Makan. No. Oh.
But before I do that, we actually need to do some hacking here. We're gonna start the project with some hacking.
The first thing you're gonna do in our new project is hack it.
I'm gonna hack it, but I'm gonna hack something inconsequential, so it's okay.
Oh, what a solid start. We're just hacking. Starting off with the hacks.
Input check, video output check, audio and looks good to me. Ship it. Yup. Enjoy the emotes, Christoph. Yes. So, new project. First priority, of course, is installing ridiculous coding. However, I don't really like those blue squares effect too much. So, we're gonna hack ridiculous coding real quick. I just need to find out how the heck I did that before. So we are editing the blip. So we're going to go ahead and search the code base for blip.
Blip.
Which we then find
Blip.
for here. And we just need to look for how can we modify the blip. I've done this before. Who knows how? We get the blip. There's a blip TSCN. Okay, okay. So we can try for blip TSCN, which is just this.
Raynoid, hello. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday.
Have an animation, which is just the scale. Where's this blip? Where the heck? So this is the blip. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the...
Exactly.
Visibility. Then we're going to modulate it down to have some transparency. Now it's just way more subtle. I'm even going to do it more. Let's go to like 70. And now if we type, it's kind of muted. So it doesn't actually cover anything that I'm typing. Beautiful. Brainoid, hello. How's it going? Happy Saturday. Zombie nerds. We need a zombie hat redeem. Somehow. I don't know how that works. I'll have to be like a full mask.
Oh. Mais gracias por el fart.
This is actually going to be a thing.
It is.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's 3,000. Oh, I just added it. The whole thing. Got it. Understood. Got it. Okay. So, commit. Very important. Commit. Tone down ridiculous blips. Boom. Ship it. Send it. Bop it, twist it.
Bop it, twist it.
And let's keep going. So, where do we start? At the moment, where we have this.
Isn't that a Daft Punk song?
We need to very easily iterate on the camera and like zoom level, angle, all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna do a little camera scripts.
Jeff. Gracias.
Jeff, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Saturday. So let's. What would a camera be?
Camillos, welcome on in.
Why is the rum always gone?
Thank you for the hydration and gracias for your farts.
It can maybe be its own thing. Let's just make a camera folder. Then I'm gonna make a new scene. Which is going to be a 3D scene, I think. Yeah, maybe. Perhaps. Let's call it... I don't know what to call it. It's just a camera, but I need to call it something else. Nerdy camera. Beautiful. Then we need a script. Nerdy camera GD. Then we need an actual camera. Okay. Then let's delete this camera and let's bring in the nerdy camera. Now, if I position this, Flavius, what up, nerds? How's it going?
Hello.
We gotta hydrate. Cheers, Camillus.
Yes, we did get hydrated.
Okay, so that does work. It won't let me do the preview if I do it like this, though.
Ah, cool.
Because I can always just do editable children and do it like this. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Okay.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. And you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Flavia says they are gaming a bit, doing some GTA RP. Oh, interesting. Nice. We're doing pretty good.
Maka,
we
don't
are.
drink out of my water, please.
We're gonna try and make the game. That's the plan. That is the plan. Okay. So I guess the preview isn't gonna work anyway like that.
No, baby. You know you can't be here. Thank you.
Unless I make it work in the editor. I could try this. Okay. We're gonna get weird immediately. I love it. Okay, so we have a camera. This is gonna go back to 0, 0 on the position, and I'm gonna make it a child of the player.
Did some creepy art. Sounds cool.
That's just your style now.
Oh my god, it's tempting.
Hey, tempting.
Gracias por el fart. Thank you.
Redstone 4D, hello. How's it going?
Don't mind the farting.
That's a lot of farting.
Thank you.
Enomoth redeemed Maca Hydrate. That's a tough one.
I mean, she did hydrate just when the stream started. I heard her have a little drink.
He has a little fountain.
Thank you for all those farts, Tempting. Thank you. I like big farts and I cannot lie. Oh my god! Sorry.
That just worked.
That just worked the first time. That's interesting. It usually breaks. We take those.
New Nerdy Nerd season. New I like big redeem. Love to see it. Okay, so we need a few things here. We need some exports. So what does the camera need to do? Basically, we want a set of variables that allow us to define the angle of the camera. And this... Oh, this is actually maybe a problem, now that I think about it. I don't think I want it. I want to do it as export variables. Basically, there needs to be a set of global variables that define the camera angle and the camera distance and whatnot. And then when we're doing the 2D sprites in world, they need to know these angles and stuff so that they can point themselves at the camera. And we're going to do it all static because the plan is to have the static camera. If that changes in the future, this will need some refactoring, but I think that's okay. Yeah, let's just do it in here. Just do it in here.
Silly, hello, welcome.
Hey, Silly.
How are you?
Silly, you may be interested to know
Oh,
that a couple days ago we updated the game and there's a certain new customer in there.
yes, this is true.
Sorry it took us a while, but it's there.
They're hanging out at the cafe.
TK, you entered the Beegs Jam. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Is that started already? excited. Nice. Yeah, we did like a small quality of life update that improves the font sizes on
Yeah.
just across the board, so they're more readable on the Steam Deck. So yeah, we were able to squeeze that in. Hey, Serenami.
Welcome on in. Happy Saturday.
Speaking of art, I fixed the desert rain frog Arnold Schwarzenegger chimera link on Imgur. We did see that, Luis. We saw it. It's really funny.
We laughed at that for a little bit. Yeah. Oh.
It has started. First jam, first attempt at making a game. Nice. You got this. Keep it simple.
Yes,
you know?
keep it simple and like have fun with it, you know?
The coffee machine is fixed again.
Like at your house? Or
Timtic might be referring to the Super Cat Cafe drinks
oh,
machine.
Was it broken?
I have not touched it.
Did it fix itself?
That would be fantastic. Or we just really don't understand the bug too well. Because I've never encountered that bug.
Or you've never intentionally tried to fix it, but you may have unintentionally fixed it with the other bits.
Yeah. I have not tried enough to reproduce it. But the little that I did try, I couldn't. I wonder what causes it.
Yeah, but also soon there will be more frogs in the Cat Cafe game. Right? Soon.
Yes. Yeah, we'll probably do a spring update. That's the plan.
Yeah. Abram, gracias por your fart.
Okay. I'm just gonna cheat and look at what we did with the other one.
That's the whole point of doing it.
What?
Hello, nerds.
Terrorists win.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much, Granger, for the 1,000.
Thank you for that explosive fart.
1,000 biddies. Oh my god.
Only 11 months. Holy, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
And like you were saying to me earlier, we're like few weeks off of our streamversary.
Yeah,
like,
our affiliate anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming up in 2 weeks, which is insane.
It's been so long.
It just flew by. It's
Yeah.
pretty insane. Thank you again, Granger. Happy Saturday.
Sarah Nami, thank you as well.
I think the way I did it here is I had a config script. Maybe I'll do this also, but for now I'm just gonna keep it in the camera itself. Yes. Oh, that's because, yeah, it's also defines the sprite. Okay, fine. We'll do it. Config.gd. No template. No inheritance. Nothing. Stop it.
You get
Whatever.
nothing.
It's just class name config.
How goes Devon? Well, we have a little bean
We
in a world. In a world.
in a world.
In a world with only one bean.
Wait, I think I broke the bean.
You broke them. In a world where there was a bean.
Oh no, the bean.
Did you break the bean?
Wait.
Rip. There can only be one bean.
There we go. There's the bean.
Jeff, gracias for your fart. In a world where the bee.
Yes, very, very nerd thematic.
Gracias
With
for
the
your
bean.
fart. You burrito the bean. Oh,
Hey,
that's
Lori.
so good.
Happy Saturday. Okay. So what are we doing with this camera? So perspective. This goes. So we have our config, and that has the perspective angle. Let's make this a bit more understandable, a bit more readable. Let's just go camera perspective. Camera.
Jeff, gracias for your fart.
Camera perspective angle.
Lori, happy Saturday. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Silly says I showed my wife the new character in the game. It's perfect. My wife loves it. You two are the best. Love this couple. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Nice.
Silly. Thank you for your patience most of all. And I'm really, really glad to hear that your wife enjoyed it.
That's so awesome. Nice. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah.
So what defines the camera? It's the what I'm calling the perspective angle is it's what gives it that like isometric look, right? So it's kind of slanted. You're seeing the walls in a diagonal. So that will be the perspective angle. Then we have the like the vertical angle, I guess. Is that what it would be called? Vertical angle? I don't know. Naming things is hard. Let's do like 90, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. And then finally, we have the distance. Camera distance. Which I have absolutely no idea what that would be right now. Okay. So, when we're here, now we need to move the camera to match these things. First, we have the perspective. So let's make another node 3D. Let's call it perspective container. We put that in there. So what we're gonna do here is say the camera was here and the player's in the middle. This will apply a rotation right. Okay, so that has to be here. The camera would be here. And then if we apply a rotation on the y-axis, this gives the perspective, essentially. Yeah. So minus 45 would give it that isometric shift. So let's try this. So we're gonna pull in the perspective container.
Wowzers!
Catherine, hello.
Thank you for the raid.
Welcome in, nerds. How goes the 100 games?
The 100 games.
Are you still on target? Feel free to let us know what you've been working on.
Luis was saying in celestial terms, the vertical angle, the altitude. I think that's what camera programming uses.
The vertical angle, the altitude. altitude. Okay. I might do some digging myself so that term like makes more sense in my head. Because when I think of altitude, I'm just thinking of height. Right? But the height of the camera will be a combination of the vertical angle and the distance. So I feel like I need some imagery to make me understand, I suppose. Catherine says, going pretty well. Fell behind while working on a dialogue manager. Yeah, I feel ya. But catching back up quick. Making tic-tac-toe right now with an AI opponent. Nice.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, that sounds fun, actually. I like the idea of taking, like, simple games and getting them to work. Like, figuring out how to make it work.
They're fun. It's fun little challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. I sent them in our chair. Nice. We'll check that out in a second, Fabius. Okay. So this time round, we know that our goal is to release this game. Back when we started Super Cat Cafe, that was kind of the goal, but we were still figuring out if we could even make a video game. This time around, I will try. I'm not saying I will do it always, but I will try to keep the code clean and not terrible. Okay.
I need to clip that for posterity.
Listen, I said I will try. It is very dependent on state of mind, right? If I'm feeling a little tired and I just want to copy paste, it's gonna happen.
Clean code, I'm out.
Yeah, it might not turn out like I want it to, but it is what it is. Bot524, hello. Is nerdy your namespace? Nerdy or nerd is... It's not my namespace. Maybe if this turns into something that people actually want to use, maybe we could consider that. But no, it's just my way of naming something, but not have it named like the base classes, right? So like it would be a camera 3D for your base class, and I didn't just want to call it camera. So I just made sure it's like, oh yeah, this is the one I want. This is the one I made. That is the definition of a namespace. Oh, I see. Well, there you go. I guess so.
Cough, cough.
I guess when you said namespace, I was thinking like if this was a plugin, like trying to make sure it's not going to clash with people's code. That's where my mind was at.
Jeff was saying, haven't coded hardly anything since starting my new job 2 months ago, but I'm trying to get back into the ones and O's. Little by little, dip your toes back in. And
I think breaks are good. In the... Oh my god, Foul G with the 12!
Foul G!
Thank you so much.
Hold on, yo.
Thank you so much. Let's give you some love. Let's get you a yang going on.
Thank you for joining us today.
Big hugs to Foul G. Big yays. Thank you.
What was I doing? Right, I was saying, Jeff.
Oh.
Yeah, we took a 2-month break, and I did not touch code. I feel like all my muscle memory is gone. But it felt good, because now I'm like ready to get back into it, you know?
Yeah. Now we feel fresh, refreshed. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us.
12 months, oh my god.
And did I read that right? Do we have a psychopath following us?
A sociopath.
Sociopath.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Don't just call our followers psychopaths.
Sorry, that flashed on my screen for a second.
They're only a sociopath, okay?
I apologize for calling you the wrong kind of path.
I misspelled perspective.
Also, I was just looking at Flavius's very scary art. It is amazing. I love it. Very scary lady.
Let me check it out. Whoa. Can I show this on screen?
I would say if you're into like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's yeah, it's horror, but you know.
Yeah, it's maybe a little too bloody, but if you're interested, it's on our Discord. Share your art channel. Check it out. It
is
looks
wonderful.
very cool.
It is really, like, again, I'm just amazed at your skill
Yeah.
in handling the lighting.
Yeah.
Just a master at it.
To me, usually the favorite part is the hair.
Yes.
I feel like you're really good at pixel art hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Which path to take? I'm confused.
Just like Jeff then adds, oh, I'm sorry, Jeff.
Sorry. No. Tempting with the clips. Oh, thank you for that.
I was just saying that I took a 2-week break from coding, and I feel like all my muscle memory is gone. But it felt good, you know.
Well, we'll get it back.
I'm feeling good getting back into it. I think breaks are important, even if sometimes they are unintentional. It's probably still good.
I need to clip that, everyone. Oh yeah, sorry about the links. No linkies.
Okay, so we need to rotate some stuff. So we want to rotate. We don't want to. Do we use a function? I guess there's no reason not to. And then we go config dot camera perspective angle. Okay. So if we were to go back over here, we could actually test this. If we just do this and we apply some rotation, when we run it, what happens? That's wild. I don't know what that is.
Whoa.
Try that again.
Was that a wild bean?
Okay, so I think that's working because the squares are slanted, right? If we were to go back to our script and we deactivated the setup and we ran that again, yeah, you can see that the squares are like aligned with the camera. So our perspective is being applied. So that's good.
Jesscovino, hello! 2.5
Hello.
Zombie Roguelike sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
It will be. It will be.
We have a prototype that we did for a game jam, and it was really fun to make, and it made a pretty interesting game. So we're gonna try and take it all the way. We're gonna try our best. TK asks about the folder structure. Yes. I don't have a ton in here already, but the idea is I'm gonna have. Can you zoom in on this actually? I don't think so. We have some top level folders like assets, entities, managers are like global scripts, resources are for like custom resources or particle resources, things like that. And then it just goes into subfolders like under entities, you'd have player, enemy, things like that. Maybe I'll have an objects or scenery or something for like level building. And then within these subfolders, the idea is that everything for a scene is contained within that folder. So there'll be a global assets for things like fonts or random effect textures and things like that. But if there's any player sprites, I'll still make an assets folder within the player and keep those in there. I think I prefer having everything to do with a scene in the folder that scene belongs to. With Super Cat Cafe, we just had like a master folder for all the sprites, and it just gets confusing really quickly. So,
and I mean, this one's gonna have a heck of a lot more sprites too, right?
Yeah,
so
probably.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a bit crazier. Jeff was saying, you guys, along with Tabugas, are so inspiring. When you stream, you hit the game dev construction site and don't look back. Plus, you're neck and neck for cutest game dev couples with Tabugas. Also. Thank you, Jeff. That is very kind of you.
Thank you. I love Tabugas.
Yeah.
It's a good corner of the internet.
Yeah, they're very, very funny and wholesome.
Look at past project and reorganize it in Miro, then extrapolate for Doctor. I don't think we'll like plan it to that extent in Miro and stuff, but I could show you if I go here and I open the Cat Cafe project. Which is quite slow to open. So I'm dreading I'm dreading how this new game will be when it has tons of
You're gonna
stuff in
have
it.
clean code though, so should be no problem, right?
It's not about the code, I don't
No?
think. I think it's just the amount of assets.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely gonna have to try to do some optimizing.
Yeah, we also might want to experiment with sprite sheets as opposed to individual images for everything. At least for like scenery and stuff. Like if
For
we have
sure.
20 types of rocks, they can be in one
In just one
image.
sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's assets, yeah.
I also don't know if we took all of the assets that we have for Super Cat Cafe and put them in one single image, would it just take a long time to load that one image?
Right.
I don't know.
Use less assets, yeah.
Yeah, I would think it would be faster to load less images, even if they were bigger. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here you can see assets. I have an assets folder, and then that has a sprites folder, and then that has subfolders for the cats, the customers, the player, everything. But then when I go to, so say I was working on the player, who knows where the heck that is? Yeah, so the player is just thrown in here. So by looking at the player scene, I don't really know what assets it is using.
Right.
So I don't know like what it depends on. So I feel like having a folder that contains everything for that scene, whether it's sprites or a mesh or anything like that, having it contained there makes it super quickly to see everything that it's using at a glance. I think I prefer that.
Also, TK, gracias for your fart. Thank you.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna try. Don't half-ass it.
Nice.
Right. So we set up the perspective. Cool. Now we have the vertical angle. Wait, maybe this is dumb. Now that I'm thinking about it. The vertical angle might be unnecessary. No. Oh no, we'd still need the height. Yeah. So we either have the height and calculate the angle, or we have the angle and we calculate the height, I suppose. Yeah, I think angle is better. Yeah. Let's try that. So the angle of the camera is on the X. So it's this value. So we're gonna have to rotate it. And then
Angulo.
And then move it back. Are we gonna need some math? I don't think I mathed on the other one. How did I do the other one?
Did you just guess?
I may have guessed. Yes. How am I even using that? Give it a search, perspective. I'm using it on sprites. I'm using it on the player.
Wowzers!
Nikki B hobbying, hello. How's it going?
Welcome on in, guys.
That's a lot of nerds.
Thank you for bringing all these beautiful nerds here to our little corner.
Raid! How's it going? Hope you had a fantastic stream. Hope whatever you're working on is going well.
Oh, snap. Jeff, gracias por el fart.
Have a good one, TK. Good luck with the jam.
Oh, yes, TK. Good luck.
Feel free to share whatever you make with us.
Yeah. Any progress?
Deep Space Renegade, hello. It's going pretty well. Stream was good. Working on getting finished for my Farm Jam game. Oh.
Farm Jam?
Farm Jam. Does that have a theme beyond being a farm jam? Do you still have like an interesting theme to go off of?
Like a sub-theme?
Beware of the dark.
So wait, are you farming in the dark?
Interesting. What did you go for? How did you interpret it? I guess a very basic, like the thing that my mind immediately goes to is Minecraft.
Farming on an alien planet. I love that.
Nice.
That sounds really fun.
I think Minecraft, right? And you do your farm in the day, and then at night you have to protect it.
Yeah.
I guess, but this is a very simple interpretation, I suppose.
I love the alien vibes.
Okay, so I genuinely don't know how the heck I did this. Oh, I didn't do it programmatically, did I? I don't think I did. I did something sus. Classic.
We have
Okay,
a bunch
fine.
of outs, so I'm doing the outs instead, but there are predators and stuff that you will have to deal with.
Nice.
Are you farming like alien vegetation? Because that's cool, because you kind of get to make up the produce,
Mm.
if you will.
Okay, so we set up the perspective. Now we need to angle and move the camera. Okay, I'm just gonna do distance first because that's easier. Set up distance. So setup distance is going to be what? Maybe we could do it with vector math. So we have the position of the current position of the camera, which will be at 0, 0. And its rotation will be at 0, 0.
Was that a link in that message in there? If so, I'm so sorry because there's no links.
It probably was a random period, and Twitch just assumes it's a link.
Oh. Well. Yeah.
Oh, it was a Discord link. I see.
Oh, sorry. So sorry.
Here's one of the.
I want to see. I want to
animals.
see the chippo.
I see.
I want to see the chippo.
Cow hippopotamus. Yeah. Sorry, Nikki. We're just afraid. We're afraid of what people might post. Yeah. So we have a distance value, right? So say the distance was like this much. So say this was 100. If we take this vector and then we rotate it with the desired angle, then that will give us both the the X and Y values to apply to the camera. And then we just need to rotate the camera by that same angle, and it will be facing wherever it was originally. Okay. That probably will work. I'm probably already overcomplicating, but whatever. It's what we're trying. So, vector is a vector.
Good luck.
3. And we're just gonna go vector 3, where we're changing. I keep clicking 2D, just habit. What are we changing? We are changing the Z position, apparently. Let's try it with Z. I'll just start it at 0. It's just easier for me. I think it's more readable to go vector.z equals config dot camera distance. So we change the Z. Now we have to apply a rotation to this vector. So we're going to go vector dot rotated. Rotated says returns the result. Returns the result. So vector equals vector rotated, and then we have to define the axes of the rotation first. So what is the axes? Not Y, it's not Z, it's X. Okay. So we go vector 3 1 0 0, and then the angle is config dot vertical angle.
Imagine being a vertical.
That might have to be negative. We'll find out. So we do that, and then we go.
Behold the cuckoo.
Going to access that by unique name. We're going to grab it, and then we're gonna say camera 3D transform
You may go into the platform. And you go.
plus equals.
No. No, you
Vector.
stay on your side, Maka. Oh, she bit me. She protest.
Invalid operands transform 3D and vector 3D. Transform. Oh, right. It's transformed off position. Is what we want.
A cat that
No.
bites when shown affection, unheard of. No, you see, I was just trying to get her to not
It's just
sit on my
position.
desk.
There we go.
She doesn't like that.
Okay. Then we need to set up angle. Which we'll do as simply camera 3D rotation degrees. What was it? X? Yes. X equals config dot vertical angle.
Yeah, nom nom.
Okay.
Holy,
Oh man,
the raids just keep coming. Hello,
what is
Beegs.
happening? Beegs, hello, how's it going?
Long time no see. Oh no, not the old.
Camilo, Skoltari, Beegs, Vex, hello.
Howdy,
Oh
howdy.
my god.
Beegs with the 12 months year rated.
Mel
Get ready,
Bell,
nerds.
thank you so much. 12 months, thank you, Beegs. Appreciate it. How's it going? I hope you had a great stream.
Ah,
I saw you were playing, was it one of those like exploration games? I didn't recognize the game, but it looked like maybe those like puzzle games. Something about remains, right?
remains.
Yeah.
Good things. How's it going with you?
Pretty good. Pretty
It's
good.
going, you know. We're doing good. We're restarting the game.
Yeah.
We're rebooting.
We're rebooting. You see, unfortunately, on my side, I don't have much to show for it, but this is Celine's concept art.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for those
Exactly.
follows.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just kind of doodling like the vibes here.
Oh my god.
Mr. Zombie.
What? Who? Where? When? Why? Wellingtons?
Wellingtons. Well.
Thank you so much for the resub, Mr. Zombie. Beak says we played a bunch. What remains of Edith Finch? That's a cool name. Home is where it starts. Dream and finished with Ilfert's 10 bells. Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice. I would ask which one is your favorite, but
You don't.
if Hilford is in chat, then
you never want to pick favorites. It's difficult.
Well, that sounds great. I hope you had a fun time. Right, we were just gonna hit it, and it won't crash, right? Okay.
He's gonna hit it.
I think that's the bean.
That's the dock bean.
That's the bean right there. The fact that we can't see the floor would suggest that we are under the floor. So we're going to change this.
Under the floor.
Can I just do minus?
Jeff, gracias
No,
por el fart.
maybe.
Thank you.
Do I need to do -1 times?
What remains of Edith Finch is an excellent,
No.
bit heavy, but very, very good. All right. Good heavens.
Oh my god.
So many sounds. Zimby, thank you for that follow.
Nerd alert!
Or you have your eyes closed. Jeff, thanks for thanking, but I'm not done yet.
There are many situations where you're under the floor and it's a good thing.
Well, in this case.
Yeah. I could agree with that sentiment, yeah.
Yeah. Until you tried it. Okay, Jeff, gracias for your farts. Thank you.
Rotated wants an angle in radians. So there's a problem. So let's go degree
You need to lay off the beam.
degree to rad. We need a rad angle.
A rad angle. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
Have to raid and run. Need me some sustenance. I may be back. No worries, Beegs. Enjoy the foods.
Enjoy the foods. Thank you for dropping by today.
My shoes literally broke mid-walk the other night. I must go to the store and buy new shoes.
Wait, what?
Good luck on the hunt. Does anyone know if you can do that? Just put a minus in front of a variable and it like multiplies it by -1. Is that a thing?
Are you doing something illegal?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest here.
We're professionals.
Uh-huh. For sure. What if I temporarily comment out setup angle there? Let's also reduce the distance. Let's do like 20. There's nothing on the screen. Okay.
Bot was saying you need to negate both at the same time. Something about line 29 and 35 in your thing.
29 and 35. Yeah, they need to be inverted for sure. But I think this one is wrong. My angle... So my vertical angle is 90, which is already weird. That's actually dumb, right? Let's try 45. I guess I could also test it here if I just do this. If I have it negative there. Okay. Okay. So, definitely want that. And then we need it to be negative. So we make it negative. And then this one isn't negative. So that should work. Am I crazy?
Stop it, Maka. Stop it.
Camera vertical angle. So if we go here,
Stop it.
so we'd be setting X to 45. Oh, Here, x to 45. Nope, we also want it negative there. We also want it negative there.
Control plus A and delete fixes all your coding problems. Try and test it. Mega Chubs, thank you so much for
Hey, there we go.
that. You fixed it? You're an above ground bean. You're top bean.
Yeah. You need to negate both. Oh, I see. Yeah, you meant... Yeah, I needed to do both. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Obviously the distance is way too much. So let's try 10. Okay.
Top bean.
Great. And obviously the advantage of having done all of this shenanigans is that we can control it relatively easily. We could have it a bit closer. We can say that we want the angle to be more top down, so we just update that value. And now we have something more like this, which is closer to Celine's perspective here. More top down.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about trying to match too much my drawing here, but yes, we want it top down because I was trying to match the dwarves.
Looks beautiful.
Beautiful beans.
Mr. Zombie says, I started to gray box the next area of my game, and I'm so excited. It's actually becoming a game now.
Oh,
nice.
Nice. Huge. Let's go. Oh,
That's awesome.
tempting. Thank you for the Froge hat, Jane.
And cats.
I shall become a Froge. It's been a while since I've worn the Froge hat.
Yeah, Mr. Zombie, as soon as you have something playable, we'd love to check it out. How about you, Temptic? How go the planes? The air traffic control. Okay. So one problem that we now have that we changed the camera around is that when I press W, so up, it actually goes in that direction. Because that is the world up. But the camera is shifted. So we need to apply a correction to the direction vector by how much we're rotating the camera. And I actually already have it here. We take the input vector and then we rotate it by the camera perspective angle, and that should fix that. It's not perfect, which is interesting.
Should it be? Were you expecting it to be?
It should definitely be.
Oh. That's scary.
Did I do anything here? That's all zeroed out.
So tempted, you're
That's
saying you want to
zeroed
work on
out.
an actual game as well? Don't know what the game would be about. I mean, you know, you gotta look for something that inspires you, right? So definitely, I think it'd be worth spending time just reflecting on that, like what's gonna feel fun for you and what's gonna like kind of get you excited to work on, you know.
Deep Space Renegade says, a cat coder and a bug eater. Nice.
Louis says, I've recently come back to an older project of mine, a Metal Slug inspired run and gun. Wait. Oh, okay, yes. I don't know why I thought slug like this, like animal slug. For a second, I was like, wait.
That'd be cool. I'd play that. Metal Slug. And it's just super slow snail.
I need to learn to draw backgrounds in pixel art. Well, then you gotta get practicing. You got it.
Those are rough.
Just do it.
Those are rough. Jotson, hello.
Hello, Jotson.
New project, yes. Yes, we are starting a roguelike, which is a reimagining of a game jam that we did last year. We're taking that idea and we're going to try and make a full game out of it.
For sure.
And the premise of the game is there's a zombie apocalypse, and you, the doc here, you can see in the center, you have the cure. So you are curing zombies. You're not dispatching. Dispatching? I don't know. You're not taking them out. You're bringing them back.
You're bringing them back to life. You've discovered the cure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No more dwarves. No, we have paused the dwarves. We were too excited to start this one. We couldn't wait. Classic, I know.
Yeah. Undead, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Tempted. I mean, you say you can't do art or model, but honestly, I don't think that should stop you from trying to make games. And like, if the aesthetic really is something that really matters to you, and it's a genuine like point of concern, there are still so many good assets that you can get online. Like, even if it's, even the curation of assets is just as important to aesthetic as like making your own. Sure, they might not be unique, but you could still create a beautiful looking game with assets that you can download online. So I definitely wouldn't let that stop you if you're passionate about the game that you're making. Just make it with what's available to you. You can still make something really fun and entertaining. Don't beat yourself up. And if you want to try to learn how to make your own assets, you have a lot of resources where you can start practicing. And yes, you will be very bad at first. That's the harsh reality. If you've never done it, you will not be immediately great at it. But if it's something that's important to you and you just keep practicing, you'll get better. I mean, I would say Flavius is like the shining example of like, if the more you practice, like the better you'll get. Like in just a year, progress has been incredible in terms of skills in art. So it's just, art is honestly just practice. The more you do it, the better you'll get. That's it. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do to like, not necessarily fast track, but like, tips and tricks and stuff that you can learn from like YouTube videos and tutorials and all that fun stuff to kind of help you along the way. But it really is about just practicing, and maybe don't try to go for like super technical styles first. You probably want to start with simple things, and you start simple and then you add complexity. I think it's the same with you, right? With like the programming side of things, you want to start simple and then you add complexity.
Yeah. What? I'm so confused. I think there's a bug somewhere here.
Already day one and we have a bug. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, the code is not quite right, is what I mean. Yeah.
Wait, I want to trigger the sound.
Kill you.
I need my own soundboard. I have to type in chat to trigger the sounds.
So, perspective angle is minus 45. Uh-huh. Cool.
I start with complex and get things simpler. Nice brain noise.
That also happens. Yeah, like cutting down the scope, right?
Yeah.
So when I press up, it's not aligned with the camera, right? It should be going directly up, but it's kind of slanted, right?
And it's definitely not an optical illusion caused by the
No.
floor tiles. Okay.
Because if I comment out how I'm doing it programmatically, and then I go here, and I set it up, I do -45 on the dot, and I run that. Now it's correct.
Yeah.
So either my code is wrong. No, it would have to be that, right? I don't have any other transforms being applied. So how could my code be wrong? I'm just rotating it. Oh. Radians. I always forget I need to work in radians. Do. The old degree to radians. There we go. It's still weird, but we're getting there.
Oh.
Big Wonder Chaba with some advice. They say, hey, Otemptic, I'd 100% recommend joining a server by a pixel art artist called Pennes B. Mike. The artist behind Dome Keeper and other amazing stuff. He does art tutorials too, and the community is super supportive with feedback if you want to learn and improve. I highly recommend stuff like this. Improvements are 100% possible. Yeah. Honestly, for me, I would see messages like those, Big Wander, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds great, but ain't no way. But then we saw Flavius do it.
Yeah.
And Flavius is doing amazing stuff. Now it's like, no, it's true.
It's
You
true.
can learn.
It really is.
I mean, obviously you can learn.
Of course.
Because everyone learned. But
it
seeing Flavius do it firsthand was crazy.
But I think in order to learn, like, it does need to be something that you are passionate about and that you definitely, like, you really want to put that effort in, because it's effort, it's not easy. It's not like, you need that discipline to keep doing and keep at it and like push through, even especially when you begin and it's not looking quite like how you want it to.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part, is pushing through that and just keep going.
Okay, so what else did I do wrong?
Big one. I was also laughing at how he read that, and then I realized.
Sorry. Yeah.
Also, Luis was saying earlier, messing around with expressive buildings with slanted and caricaturized features, like in the main menu. Oh, can I? I like that.
Taffy Nate. Or had then was, well, if Flavius can do it. No, that's not what I said. It's not what I said.
No, I just think Flavius is just such a great example of, like, if you practice, you can get some incredible results.
And it wasn't, the point I was making wasn't even that they're a great example, is that they are an example that we saw firsthand.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we were there we saw the first drawing, and we saw the stuff that he's doing now.
So we've seen
Yeah.
the real time,
Yeah.
the real time improvement. I share with you Luis's drawing. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we go.
Look at that.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
That's so cool.
Nice. I love the shading on the buildings here. Like, distinguishing foreground from background. That looks very cool. Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks awesome. See, this is something that my brain would never even consider like doing slanted buildings in pixel art.
Especially because slanted things in pixel art are so difficult.
Yeah. Like making these little lines, these slanted lines. I mean, it looks fantastic, but my brain would never even think of doing something like that, and it looks really cool. It's based on a real skyline based on my home's view of the horizon. Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good stuff.
Very, very cool. And I mean, if you're struggling with ideas, you know, creativity, I think there's always that if you just want to make something, you can always start with something that already exists, like and just put a twist on it, which is kind of what we've been doing. You know, I wouldn't say that the games that we've made are like reinventing the wheel or anything. I think we just like to put a fresh spin on things. And
yeah, I find it super hard to have like maybe that doesn't even exist, but I feel like I don't have any quote unquote original ideas. I just remix stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Right?
So and I think there's a lot in like that kind of talk of just saying I can't do it, I'm not creative, I'm this, like it only serves to put yourself down. And then, you know, it's really heartbreaking to hear you say that, because I think, Temtic, you are like such a kind and like wonderful person. So I please don't try to stop talking to yourself like that. Just try something, have fun, you know. I'm sure you'll be able to make something really cool. Like we've seen your game jam entries, and you know, we've thought like they were really cute, and like we've done 2 jams now. I can't remember which was
It was
the Tobu?
the otter one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little Tamagotchi. It was very cute, you know. And you know, you have the support of like such a wonderful community as well.
That's why it's wrong.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to mess up.
Okay. We're cooking.
We're cooking?
Okay. We're there. Yeah, Temptic. It's hard. Obviously, I have no credentials here. No right to say this, because back when I tried game dev before I met Celine, I also gave up because I couldn't draw. So it's definitely a do what I say, not what I do type of thing. But yeah, there's a lot of games you can make without complicated art. Yeah.
But enjoy your food, and just, you know, remember to be kind to yourself, okay?
I think Temtic had to go get food, but
yeah.
One game that I played recently that I really enjoyed and had very simple art. It looked gorgeous still, but it was very simple art. Was Nodebuster. Which is a bunch of shapes.
Oh yeah, you played that for a while, yeah.
Low-res icons, shapes. And it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's such a good time.
Yeah, I think, like, for all you guys who are listening and you might struggle with the creativity side of things and the art style of things, try not to focus so much on what you cannot do, but focus on what you can do. You know, try to make it work with the skills that you currently have. and you will still, as long as you have fun and you just like have that enthusiasm, you will find something that's gonna work for you. Just marry Celine Kanye. Oh.
Do you want to export a still of the dock and I'll just replace the bean?
Do I? What size are we testing?
I don't know.
Give me a ballpark.
So the
Great, I love that.
How does this work? So the resolution of the game is going to be 1080. I think that's also something I don't know. Like if you're making a game
1920 1080.
If you're making an HD game. Okay, let me roll back. We did a pixel art game, right? And we just had a base resolution that was quite small, and then it scaled up and down to fill the screen. And it looked pretty much fine, pretty much perfect on any monitor resolution. With an HD game, you could do that also, render at a base resolution and scale it. But it's not going to look as good. If you did a 720 resolution of an HD game and then scaled it up to 4K, it's going to look terrible. Like you're going to see the pixelation of the sprites. So maybe we need a whole different pipeline here for that. Like do we just do massive assets? Like make assets big enough that they can look good in 4K and then they just scale down?
Yeah.
If you're in 1080, do you need different assets and like dynamically change them depending on the resolution? That sounds like a nightmare. Our box is just a box and a bunch of crazy puzzles and is fun as heck. Yeah, you can make a cool game with quote-unquote simple art. You still need good taste to make that simple art shine. But yeah, the possibility is there, right? Using asset size is so difficult. I still don't know what the practice is. What the practice is there. Yeah, I have no idea. We've never had to deal with that. Is there a way to switch the rendering to pixel perfect like in Unity?
Switch. Sorry.
So it doesn't blur and create anti-aliasing on Godot. The short answer is I don't know. Big Wander. I don't know. It's not something, because our last game was pixel art. We haven't really had to deal with it. But I am tasteless. Being tasteless does increase my chances against bears and lions. Badumch.
Bruh.
Nice.
Nice. Lee says there is texture settings something nearest neighbor. Oh, right. As in for pixel art, making pixel perfect. I see what you're asking. Yes. Yeah, nearest neighbor is what you want. So if you go project settings, so in rendering textures, default texture filter, you want to go to nearest on your default texture filter. If you've already imported an image, you're gonna have to go and re-import it. So if you open it up, you go to the import tab. I believe. No, that's not how that works in here. It's just on your sprite itself. So if you create a sprite 2D, I believe you'll have something texture, filter, and then you want to select nearest on there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But if you set it up in the project settings here, it will make sure that when your node is instantiated, it just defaults to that, so you don't have to worry about it.
Sorry, you said the green view is 1920 right tonight.
Yeah, at the moment, I've set it up so that the game is rendering at 1080. I will do some research on the whole resolution thing to know what's the correct way of going about it.
I'm sure there's no one way to go.
There is probably no one way. You're right, but
I definitely think you need, like, I want to draw them at big resolution.
Yeah.
And it's better to just scale down, like duplicate and scale down the assets to save in memory and all that fun stuff. So now I'm gonna save a dock 250 pixels tall. It might still be too big, but we'll see.
Yeah, let's try. I don't know.
I'm just gonna call him doc test 1.
Doc test. Okay, let's go added camera.
Oh, our frog timers are like broken.
What?
Oh, were they just over? I never heard it do the ribbit.
Oh.
The hat timers.
They did it. Great bean, eat bean, fart, eyes water, instant pixelization. What the heck?
What?
Wow. Okay, Patrick. Hello, hello. To be honest, I didn't know you have a channel. That's okay.
That's all right. Now you know.
Welcome on in.
The more you know.
It unfortunately, it is a fact that there are people out there that don't know we have a channel. It's really sad.
Can you imagine?
It's so sad.
I feel sorry for everyone. Okay, so inside of our brand new spanking clean folder,
Damn.
super soups organized.
Damn.
We will not lose any assets in this folder structure. You got game assets, visual characters, main character, tests. I'm sorry, that's a lot of folders, but should make it easy to find things.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm getting there. I got there. Okay.
You got there. How is the frog talking? Well, it's a magical potion called Frog Speak.
Hey, Jack. And Kira Mira, hello.
Hello, how goes
Happy
it?
Saturday.
It's going good. Having a good time here.
What kind of horse spill you got going there? What? Wait, what? Do you understand that?
Yes, you have a big horse bill in the middle of your screen. Don't worry, Falaji. That one's gonna be replaced soon.
no.
Or we're gonna have to
Yes,
say
I'm actively taking the pill away.
we're gonna say goodbye to the bean / horse pill. It's just supposed to die.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so For right now, I'm just going to add a sprite 3D. Sprite 3D. This will change. I think we're going to do it like we did the dwarves. Eventually, because we want to animate these characters, eventually this will become I think it was a sub viewport, and then there'll be a 2D scene for the actual 2D character animation, and we can do all the animations just in 2D, and then that gets rendered on a 3D sprite node. Yes.
Magic.
Yes. That's the plan.
Magic. Question of does the camera ever zoom in, and that also affects how big the assets need to be. Yeah, which again is why I think you want to draw them really high resolution, so that if you ever need it at a higher, you can just rescale it.
Yeah, the worst thing would be drawing it at like 1080, and then you're like, oh, but
it
we're
at
going
4K.
right up to the face.
Yeah.
There's like a cutscene. We're going right up to the face. Doesn't work anymore.
So the workflow, the pipeline will need to be refined.
Yeah.
But right now we're just kind of testing to have a vague idea
I mean,
of sizes. Was that all right?
That was pretty freaking close.
Pretty good. His
Yeah.
hair, whoa, I can't speak English.
For the bean goal.
Oh, Fauji, thank you so much for your fart.
Thank you for the beans.
Gracias for your fart. Bitty Gold, thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Truly appreciate it.
That's a lot of beans.
That's a lot of beans. That's a lot of farts. I was saying he just has quite the big hairdo. Stream of bean.
So
It's so cool to see him standing up in 3D space like that.
then there's also the question of colors. We're gonna need to nail the color. On the last project that we did for a game jam, we had some issues with like Celine is seeing one thing on the iPad, and then we import it and it looks completely different. It was like color profile or something. It was very strange.
Color management is such a pain in the butt across devices. Yeah, and I think because the iPad has a bigger color gamut, it means that sometimes I'm using colors that simply do not exist in like our other monitors.
Right.
So yeah, I need to beware every time I create a file here.
Beanware.
I need to double check the color profile.
Jesus. Jack, what the heck?
Big fart.
Wait, where's the TTS?
The suspense.
What?
I will TTS.
That was weird.
Good luck with your game. All the best.
Jack, thank you so much for the biddies. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Gracias for your farts. Nice try.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't trigger the TTS.
No.
I actually don't see it in the activity feed either.
Get wrecked. Maybe it's just delayed.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll hear. Maybe the TTS will come up like 20 minutes later. Oh!
There it is.
Good luck with your game. All the best.
I didn't quite nail that intonation.
Thank you again, Jack. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Kiromira says, love his design. He's looking very good. We are keeping the bucktooth.
You've decided?
We're keeping the bucktooth.
All right.
It's just too iconic.
All right. Okay. We do need to get the sprite to behave now, as in it needs to it needs to rotate towards the camera for that 2.5D effect. So, how are we gonna do that? What I created for our dwarf game prototype was to create a helper script, which I called sprite helper.
No, Gugu, no.
Then the last name sprite helper. And then we have a set of helper functions to transform, to modify the rotation and stuff of the sprite. So if we go here, sprite helper, we have to face the camera and rotate the camera. So this one only rotates it in the y-axis, and this one actually makes it fully face the camera. I do think we will need both. So I'll bring both over. Okay, so we should be able to do camera vertical angle, camera perspective angle, like this. Gonna make a new scene, 3D scene. I'm gonna call it sprite camera facing sprite container. That is a mouthful. Sure. We're just gonna roll with it. And we're gonna save this where? You can put it in camera, in the camera folder, I think. And we're gonna create a script camera facing sprite container. It doesn't really need the sprite, does it? It's just a camera facing container. Let's rename it. Camera facing container. Camera facing container.
Maka, you're gonna roll into the bin again. No. Oh my god. Oh, she bites me. I was just trying to save her.
Okay. So on ready, we're going to say helper face camera self.
She's living life on the edge.
And then on the player, we're going to instantiate a camera facing container. We're going to put the sprite inside it. And we're going to see what happens.
Sweet little cuckoo. Such violencia in her eyes. Ah!
Oh, she attacked.
Oh, Camillos. Gracias for your fart.
Camilla says farting on the cuckoo.
Did you fart on the cuckoo? Did it hit her? Thank you for the hydrate.
You stared into my soul.
Maka, look here. Look into people's souls. I farted to my closet. Oh. Oh. Like, I'm on camera. Don't pet me.
She's not in a being pet mood.
The great exalted Maka. The overseer. The supervisor. It's almost time for her deans. I think that's why she's being a bit grumpy.
There we go.
Oh my god, he's in the game. Look at him. She rules with her paws and teeth.
Just shuffling along. Just waddling along.
Waddle waddle. And he waddled away. Waddle waddle. You guys know what that is, right?
I'd love to know if anyone knows what that is, because Celine almost left me when I didn't know.
Got any grapes? Yes!
Look at that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Falgi says not me. That's okay.
Yeah. I'm in that boat too. Oh.
I do.
Celine was not happy when I didn't know.
The duck song. Good old times. Like, it's just some very early YouTube. Very early days YouTube.
Mm. So we're encountering already the same exact issue that we did when we were doing this game for the jam version, which is I'm rendering the sprite without any scaling, but I can see the pixelation.
You can see the pixelation.
Yeah, I can see that it's not quite right. And what we did for the jam is that we 2x'd everything, right? We're like, okay, this size is good, but it looks low quality, so let's just do double resolution, and then I'll scale it down to half in Engine. Which is not the worst. Like, if it's consistent, it's not a problem.
Thank you for the follow, by the way.
If I'm scaling everything to half.
Yeah, but I also wonder if it had anything to do with how I exported it. Is the whole, like, because now we get into like DPIs and all that, which we don't want to.
It does look like there's some compression. I don't know.
Like, if you come here and look at my screen here, does it look like that? That's 100%. And that's
like, I don't know how to explain it. Wait, how do I zoom in? It's kind of
God, DPI stuff.
How do I wait, can I just look at it from here? You see this? Like, that looks like it got compressed or something.
I need to see it on your screen because my screen is up.
Like, you see
Uh-huh.
that looks compressed.
Okay. But when you that's
That is different. No, I get it, but like,
but yeah.
you see how this looks completely different from this.
Yeah.
Like, I maybe there's something on my end.
That's what I mean. Is that like some
Yeah.
issue?
So like, if I did this and re-imported. Oh, yeah. So I set it as high quality, whatever that is.
You guys just saw Cuckoo jump over the tablet.
Wait, she jumped in between the tablet
Yes.
and the mic?
I'm gonna clip it just to see what that looked like.
It's VRAM compressed. Right. But like, is there must be a reason why that's the default, right?
Oh, wait, I'm gonna save it because that's really funny.
Vim Diesel, hello.
Cat is so cute. She's adorable. Yes. Wait, let me just get the part where she's doing it.
Now, the only word I can think of is family. I don't know why.
Family.
I don't know why, but that word is just stuck in my head now.
Family. Flies. Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, so by default, Godot does VRAM compressed. Reduced quality, low memory usage, low size on disk, slowest import. Only used for textures in 3D scenes, not for 2D elements. Okay, this is a 2D element, right? It's in 3D space, but it's a 2D element.
In the clip, you can just see like Cuckoo's little feet, just like my planet needs me, kind of like.
Maybe lossless is a middle ground. I don't know.
Meow.
Yeah, let me look at this clip. Imported. Oh yeah. So I set it as high quality, whatever that is.
Like I kind of want a slow mo of her little feet just leaving.
It's just like my people need me.
And then you can see her in my camera.
Yeah. Wee. Why does it already look slow motion? It looks like she's actually flying. That's
Yeah.
so weird. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, that looks way better. That looks way, way better. I think this looks fine. But again, like, as soon as we zoom in, if we ever think we would zoom in more than
Then
this.
I just need to reset. Because the original asset is like 1080, like tall. It's like as big as the whole screen tall.
Sure,
Which
sure,
you
sure.
don't- So we can scale it down to still be bigger than that. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Dinner calls. Well, enjoy your dinner. Kira Mia. Hope
Enjoy,
it's
Kira.
tasty. Wow, so fun game. Very fun.
Yeah, this is peak gaming right here.
Peak gaming right here, yeah.
It's crazy.
I will BRB feed the flying cuckoo. Because she is hungry. And you can tell our honorable guest Vim Diesel here what game we're working on.
A game where you waddle waddle.
Waddle.
Yeah, so last year in Jan, we participated in a game jam where the theme was It's Spreading. And if you look under the stream, you can find a link for Dr. J. Ferret Reclaims the Living, the game.
Thank you for the fart.
Damn it. I can't. If you click the itch link, you'll find like let's call it the jam version or the prototype on itch. It's fully playable. There's some performance issues, but let me look for it. I need a command. I haven't added a command in chat for it yet. Thor's Jam, yes, that's right. Pirate Software Jam 14, yeah. So the theme was it's spreading, and we went with zombies, and you'd think it would be the zombies virus spreading, but there's another angle to it, which is the cure that our doc here has is also viral. So you apply the cure to one zombie, but you're trying to spread it throughout the zombie horde because the cure usage is limited. So you can infect one zombie, but then it spreads between them. That's basically what the game revolves around, gameplay-wise at least.
Thank you for the fart! Thank you for the fart.
And yeah, you can play the Jam version already, but we're restarting the whole thing because we want to make like a full game out of it. And the one on itch is fully 2D, whereas the one that we're doing now is a 2.5D perspective, where you have a 3D world and some, not many, but some 3D elements, and then you have the 2D sprites overlaid in there. Do they have to bite the zombie? They do not bite the zombie, although that would be funny. Maybe that's one of the upgrades. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of like weird little things you have to think about when doing this. Because like right now, the position of the player is here, right in the middle. This is 0-0 on the player, but their body is extending like way behind them. So like if there was a wall, well, I can show rather than tell. If we go to the level and we add a mesh, we can make it a box, and then we just put it somewhere.
Oh, that was so close.
So that's just too high.
I almost spilled my tea everywhere. Don't want it.
So you get this to happen, this clipping. So we'll need to have it so that the player collision prevents this from happening. So either the collision shape is a weird-ish shape. So like it should collide with the wall when the dock is like here, right?
Vim Diesel, gracias for your fart.
I suppose that's only if we have walls like that. If the walls also have a 2D sprite and are slanted, then this is no longer an issue. It's only if you have a 3D, like if we have a building that as a 3D asset.
Which is kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I wanted the buildings to be 3D.
Yeah. Same as the dwarves.
Yeah.
So like in our dwarves prototype here,
So what, you slanted the dock?
Yeah, the dock sprite is facing the camera, so it's slanted. Yeah, so like here. I guess I can't quite see it there. But yeah, the collision of the dwarf goes well beyond where the dwarf is positioned. It's like goes all the way back here to try to prevent that. And it works. So like here you can see it's clipping through the helmet.
Yeah.
Just gonna have to find a way for that never to happen. Maybe not never, but 99%.
So he's saying maybe sorting via shaders.
I see what you mean. So that the sprite always renders in front no matter what.
Whoa! The game is just looking like the dwarf game. Super foggy out. Ooh, scary.
Yeah. I mean, it still needs to render behind it sometimes. So it would need to be a pretty clever shader, I suppose. Z sorting meaning like if it's behind. I see what you mean. I don't immediately know how that would work with a 3D object. Interesting. You press the make game button.
Cool.
You're nomming on there. Pick up.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, cool. Well, we have a dock.
Huge.
It might be that this is still too big.
Yeah.
Like the dock is too big in relation to the game window.
Yeah.
If we were to change the config so it's a bit further away. Maybe that's too much. It's a balance between like letting the sprites shine and making sure that you see enough of the game.
No.
Like to have an actual good gameplay experience.
It's also in the design as well. Maybe his legs are too long.
Right.
He's got them long legs.
I would say visually, like just in relation to the sprite, like not taking into account gameplay, this looks quite nice.
Yeah.
One feature that we had for the jam version is that the more zombies spawn, the further the camera goes.
Oh yeah.
So it like progressively zooms out so you can see more of the horde. We'll probably still try that, see if we like it.
I'm making him.
Yeah, Mr. Zombie said, can't you make the collision per pixel in Godot? So talking from like a 2D perspective, I think you'd be able to do that. From how we're setting it up here, which is just a 3D sprite in the world, maybe we could do that. That would mean on the collision shape, there might be a way of like having the shape be based off of an image. I'm not sure. Because you can have a polygon collision shape. But these are created manually. I don't know. Maybe there is some clever stuff we could do. Although that would definitely impact performance, because we're gonna have like 100 zombies. I don't know what our goal is. I just say 100 because it just sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
100 zombies on screen, colliding with terrain, colliding with each other. I don't know.
Where's my glove?
Let's set up a little test collision
Yeah.
with this. Test collision building.
Ooh, Mona Johnny says, I tried the demo. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's a good sign.
So what we're trying to now do that, but better. Hopefully. That's the hope.
And if you have any feedback,
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, feel free to let us know. Just do something like this.
Oh yeah.
You can just have this be like a little test level when where we have all sorts of things. We're gonna need a static body 3D, and we'll right. What did I do? Does this have a transform? Transform. We want 0, 0, and then we'll move the static body itself. Let's give this a material. Albedo.
Albedo.
Let's make it purple. Ooh, what just happened? And UV triplanar. Okay. Then we need to set up collisions. So what do we got? We have let's go worlds. Let's go objects. Let's go player. Let's go zombies. Let's go humans for now. I felt getting syringes was a bit too hard, but overall that gave the game a really high pressure element. Honestly, made me really anxious, which I'm not sure a bad thing. Yeah. That was definitely one of the things that we wanted, was having the syringes feel like a rare resource, right? Because that way you're more conscious to the spreading the cure element, and you're not just infecting every zombie. We talked about this last stream though, that it can get frustrating, especially in the first few runs where you don't fully understand that you need to be spreading the cure and you just waste everything, and then it takes you a long time to find a syringe pickup. It can just be frustrating. So I think we're going to test the cure as a cooldown ability rather than a finite resource type of thing. And we'll just have to see if
that's still fun.
Yeah, if it still retains that like high pressure side of it, or if it just feels weird. I don't know. We're gonna have to test it. Okay, so this would be an object, let's say, and it doesn't care about anything. The player collision, so it's the player and it looks out for the world and objects. Okay, and then over here we need a collision shape 3D, which is a box. Yep. And we need to give it the same size, which was like 10 to 4, I think. No. Yeah. And we have collisions, and yeah, we can see how it becomes very strange. This. There's a couple things we can do here. One is just moving the player's collision to, instead of being here, is like behind the player. But another thing we could do is have the sprite. We could have the sprite centered on 0, 0. Like at the moment the player is here, and then the sprite is slanted like this. So this is 0, 0, and the player is like this. So they're like, center of mass is here, but the collision shape is here. So what I said before is we could just move the collision shape to be here. Or we could move the sprite to be here, so it's in the middle of the 0, 0 point. I feel like this option makes more sense. Have the sprite's quote-unquote center be vertically aligned with the 0, 0 with the player coordinates. Damn it, that's more math.
Not the math.
But I don't like the math.
Oh, Rogue Pixel. Well, it's not a Rogue Pixel. It's dot.
Little mole.
Oh, mole.
What does the debugger want? Parameter delta never used.
Debug.
True.
Ah, I did it again. But I'm wearing the glove. Hey. I'm just drawing her so you have a zombie put in the world. I'm still not sure if I want to commit to fingers.
think we might have to.
Yeah.
I think you could consider pointy fingers, as in like they're mini zombies with kind of like clawy look, and make them a little more scary. Something to think about.
Like this?
Yeah. They claw at you. I guess they sharp nail at you. Do they have Heelys?
Do they have Heelys?
They're gonna be operating on Heelys for a while
think
after,
everyone-
or before we start animating, right?
Yeah, I think everyone has built-in Heelys. This is a Heely universe, guys.
Mhm.
We've established it.
That's true.
Little raptor arms. Yeah.
Wait, are we saying that this is the same? This is the same universe as Super Cat Cafe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Olive.
Different timeline, but same universe.
Yeah.
That is Olive, right? Right.
Or is it a multiverse situation?
No. It's the same universe. Same universe. So how would I do this? Because we have this. So at the moment, this isn't aware of the size of the sprite. Ugh.
Yeah, and if you save enough olives, your base is gonna have a little sandwich table, little cafeteria. You heard it here first.
Work that. So what I did on the dwarves game is I basically did this. I just moved the collision behind
Easter sandwich.
behind the sprite, so that when it gets slanted towards the camera, its center is now there, but it's like I'm eyeballing, which is not ideal. I'd rather not eyeball. Yeah, it's already better, but the dock is very tall. It's a weird one, because one of the things you can make to alleviate this effect is have the camera not be so angled. So here we could say 45, and that means you can see further into the level, which maybe is cool.
I think it might be cool.
It might be cool.
I think we'll have to find a sweet spot, right?
Gameplay wise, it's a little weird that you can see a lot above you and barely anything below,
Yeah.
because the camera is fixed.
Yeah.
So if we opt for a camera angle that's more like this, I think we need to allow the player to rotate the camera,
Oof. Yeah.
which is scary.
Yeah. Fauji's
But we can
gonna
just play with it.
lurk.
Yeah.
Go get some fire therapy. All right, Fauji, thank you for coming in today. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Absolutely.
We'll catch you next time.
Have a good one, Fauji. Old Rod, hello, hello.
Hello? I think I'm leaning towards going back to the more top-down view.
Yeah, I really don't want to have it so that the player can rotate. Because then there's a lot more that we need to consider, right?
Yeah, it'll just bring a lot more problems.
Yeah.
You didn't get a notification?
What?
Well, that's because I didn't write today's message.
I think they mean a Twitch notification.
Oh.
Wait, did I forget to send?
Did
No,
you
I
send-
sent it. I sent it on Discord. Okay, let's. Weird. Oh, I should do this, of course. View collision shapes. Yeah, it's really hard to get it like perfect, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it right now. Yeah, because this is still a problem. If we do another one, but make it quite tiny this time. So we go make unique, and we go one by one.
One by one by one by one.
Like this. We move this over here. Maybe even less than that. Let's go 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Collision shape, make unique. 0.5, 0.5. What? What? Oh, they're just high up in the air. Got it. We do this. I mean, it's not that bad. Like the feet clip into it, but it's not that big a deal. Yeah, this is fine. This will do for now. Probably. Observing the cube. No, we already stole the zombies from Hilfert. We can't have cubes as well. Our whole game has to be cube free.
Not a single cube.
Not a single cube. We can't steal the game idea and the stream memes.
The stream memes.
It's illegal. Yep. Added dock sprite and collision tests.
The dock has a nose. Should zombies have noses, or are they like Voldemort?
Well, if you think about it, you know, they'll have a human counterpart.
They just magically regenerate.
They just grow a nose.
They
I think
just-
I think that's okay. It certainly makes them more menacing if they're Voldemorty, right?
Do we want them to be menacing or just silly?
Silly, yes,
I
but
think the nose makes her look weird. I think I like her better without the nose.
Hmm. I don't know.
Some zombies don't have noses, exactly. So
Mhm.
maybe she can be one without a nose. Hmm.
Okay, so next up we need a zombie.
Isn't that perfect?
What?
That I'm drawing the zombie for you.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Make a zombie folder. Let's make a new scene, which is a character body 3D. Scene name zombie. Boom. Then we need a zombie script, which for some reason has a bunch of things already. Right, that's just the default character. Yeah, got it. In terms of structure, for now they'll be similar. They'll have... I guess we don't need the mesh anymore. They'll need a collision shape and this stuff. Can I copy paste? Please let me copy paste. I'd really no. Really. Copy. Paste. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so this here will not be controlled by the player, of course. They will need a speed variable still, or constant even. They definitely won't jump. There is no gravity in the game, I don't think. They do not need an input, but they do need to determine where to go. So with the jam version, this was interesting. The first version, it was just like the zombies have collision and they collide with other zombies and things in the world, and they always try to move in a straight line to the player. That's what we're gonna do here as well for the first iteration, but I think we're gonna have to change it very quickly because you just can't have tons of zombies all colliding with each other. It just destroys performance. Unless I did something super weird at the time. But I don't think so. I think you just can't fully rely on physics for it. We probably need to write something custom. So, yeah.
I love zombie.
Nice. Did she have a little apron?
No, she wasn't at the cafe when the apocalypse hit, okay?
What do you mean she never leaves the cafe? Have you not played the game?
She never leaves.
Okay. So we need to get a direction to the player. Let's put the player in a group. So node groups. we're going to make a global group called player, which only has one node. Then the zombie, we're just going to make a var player on ready. We do player equals get tree, get first node in group player. Now we have a player. I don't really remember what the heck this is doing, but let's do... Let's do...
Oh, my teeth just right.
Player direction, which is a vector 3 equals position dot direction to player dot position. And then we do player direction here. And we're nulling out the Y changes because every entity, player, enemies, whatever, will just always be at Y0. It might be like animations where it looks like they're jumping, but the object itself would always be at 0 because we won't have like vertical movement, I think.
Yeah.
So then we change the direction. They'll never slow down. So I don't, yeah. Because they'll always be a player. So I don't think this will ever happen. Yeah. Move and slide. Sure.
Oh.
Zombie, in terms of collisions, will be on the zombie layer. It will collide with the world, with objects, and with other zombies, is the plan. So let's make a node 3D. Then we'll just call it zombies. And then we're going to instantiate a couple zombies and put them like in here, and here, one here. Okay. We just run that. They are doing some stuff for sure.
Oh. What's going on?
Cool. Synchronized skating. that was interesting. We do need a class name zombie. We also need them to be slightly slower than the player. So we get the player direction. Then we create a normalized... This would already be normalized, so I feel like this might not be necessary. If I just comment this out and I call this direction. Oh, but it will have the Y. I need to null the Y for sure. I don't know what this is doing, transform basis. I don't know why that's needed. I must have done that for a reason, but I don't remember. So I'll just let myself run into the same problem. Fix it again. I was referencing Y instead of Z. Okay, that was a problem. Cool. There we go. They are colliding with each other. They should collide with terrain. Very good. Very good. Everything is a little fast, so let's bump down the player to like a 6, and zombies can be a 4.
I have uploaded Zom Test 1 in the enemies.
Nice.
Anemones.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay. That's great. I'll pull that in real quick. Assets. Lightning Star, hello, and thank you for the follow.
Thank you for that follow.
Moss and Robin, nerd alert. And then pull in that. Cool. We go to zombie and we just do this. We got some zombs. Oh, I forgot to do the import.
They're synchronized. They're synchronized.
Import. Wait, what? Lossless port. There you go. Looks better. Whoa!
They want to get you. I definitely messed something up because they look so much bigger than you.
Oh, they do. Wait, does it not look like that in your board? Okay.
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think there is something different here.
Yeah. Maybe because I drew her a bit too far away. I couldn't tell. She doesn't look bigger than him. Oh. Okay, it doesn't matter now. But
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, like if I put her next to him, she's not bigger than him. But I think because when I scaled her down,
Yeah,
I saved her at the same height so she's also 253. So that means So yeah, that explains it.
Right. You need like a maybe a set
Yeah,
character.
height box.
Yeah, like for the texture, and then you just place them.
Yeah. Yeah. There's.
Oh wait, but then then you
There's-
need to know what to scale them by. That's weird.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
weird.
We'll need to figure out a
Yeah.
proper pipeline to maintain that, because I purposely wanted her to be a bit shorter than him, actually.
Mhm.
It's okay. She can be bigger enough for now.
Mhm.
Brains. But that's why I spent 10 minutes doing this 20 minutes and not
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's-
Right. So we have a very basic zombie, but I want to get a sense of performance immediately. I want the tools to know that when I change something.
You wanted to know that you're going to have 100 zombies on screen.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
know that if I change something that tanks performance, I need
Yeah.
to see it immediately.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That means that for the first time in forever,
For the first time in forever.
we're going to have debug tools from the get-go.
Holy macaronis.
Yep. Yup.
Good old the boogs.
So,
Oh, it's getting dark in here.
let's make a debug. We're gonna make a scene, call it debug manager.
Oh, I stretched my arm in a weird way.
It's going to be a user interface. Or a canvas layer. I don't know. It's going to have a script. Debug manager.
Debug.
Debug.
That's code.
Um,
Imagine that, having the tools that you need off the bat.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe adding them 8 months into development is the way to go.
Perchance.
Maybe. I mean, it turned out okay, right?
Ay, ay, ay.
Managers, debug manager. Our first global. And then in here, we want to do some stuff. So we're going to add a control node.
Aaron Moose, hello.
Hello.
Happy days. Good to see you.
How's it going, Ari? I saw that you were on your stream. I think it was yesterday. You were discussing new game ideas.
Oh.
Are you almost done with Hexagod? Or are you done? No way.
Huge. Also, Lumentech, good evening. Hello.
Game number 3.
Oh my god, that's exciting.
Damn.
It's very exciting.
Okay, we're gonna make a panel. Do I want a panel or a panel container? I don't know. I guess a panel container. Then this will have some boutons, such as a spawn zomb.
Bonzomb.
Can a panel have... Maybe I just have a margin container in the panel container. Why not? You can't stop me. Hexagod will be going into early access March 24th for 3 to 6 months. So I'll start working on Game 3 part-time during Hexagod EA. I see. Nice. That is coming up. That is coming up. Nice.
That's so exciting.
Good stuff. Yeah, huge congrats. I'm excited. I haven't... I have been skimming through your Discord updates, but I haven't actually looked at the game proper for quite a while, so I'm excited to give it another go. And for anyone interested about what the heck we're talking about, do feel free to drop Aramis a follow, as they also stream Godot development here on Twitch. You can see another project get started. What are you both up to today? We are starting a new project as well. We are starting our game number 2.
Yeah.
Which is based off of a Game Jam game that we made last year, at the beginning of last year. It is a zombie-themed roguelike, where you are curing the zombies. You are reverting them back into humans. Wait, that was like a double. You are reverting them to humans, or you are turning them back into humans, but you are not reverting them back.
That's like a double. A double whammy.
But yeah, we are just starting out. So, I mean, there's already progress. Look, we started like this today, which I know, beautiful. Celine decided it wasn't quite good enough, so we have a little something more now. That fresh project smell, yup. It feels good. I'm excited. Yeah, and it's very heavily inspired from something like Vampire Survivors or Potato, but we don't really have weapons per se. The whole point is that you're applying a cure that then spreads throughout the zombie horde. So that's kind of our USP, I suppose, is that the means in which you're dealing with the enemies is different to other games. That's the goal. Jacob, hello.
Hello. Happy Saturday. I think it'll be quite good fun, and if we can again really juice it up with some nice effects, some nice animations, you know, I think it could be super fun.
And we are just adding in some... Oh, right, I need a V-Box. I'm adding in a debug panel so that I can spawn a million zombies and see if the game dies.
Did you two put yourselves in the game, Dr. Scientist, for Night and Zombies only? I guess you can kind of look at it that way.
I suppose.
The zombie is very much meant to be Olive from Super Cat Cafe, but...
I see it.
But everyone has said that you are the dog, so...
So I look exactly like the doc, and you look exactly like this zombie.
I suppose.
No, but that's a good point. We put ourselves in the Cat Cafe game as customers. We also need to do that.
We also need to be zombies.
Yeah, we need to be zombies for sure.
And we can never show you zombie and the dog in the same
Wait,
screen.
that doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
No, you can only see your zombie when the dog is like obscured by buildings.
Or like in a cutscene that has zombies but doesn't have the dock.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow it. Okay. Did that work? Was there a debug thing? Yes. And we can click it. Yes. Grand. Okay. So another thing that we need is an event manager. So we're going to make an events folder. We're going to make a new script, call it event manager. And this is basically like an event bus. Maybe there'll be some helper methods in here, but it's all about signals that can be used by the entire code. So here we would have a zombie spawn requested as like a debug way of zombie spawn requested, and then there would be like a zombie spawned event after it happens if anything wants to listen to that. So zombie spawn requested. So in debug manager we would have a zombie spawn button which we pull in, and then we'd have a zombie spawn which does nothing. All it does, nope, it goes to the event manager, and it requests a zombie spawn. Ooh, I just leveled up.
Whoa.
I'm an initiate dev.
Initiate? How long until you get to like super pro giga nerd?
I guess when we're done with the game.
Holy.
And then we need to connect it. So we go zombie spawn button. I have forgotten. I've forgotten how to Godot. Button pressed. Connect. Zombie spawn. Okay. Then in level, we need to, on ready, listen to zombie spawn requests and connect them to
Oh no.
spawn zombie.
Oh well. It's just a doodle.
On zombie. Which means we need to preload the zombie scene. So we're gonna go const zombie scene, which is a packed scene, preload zombie tscn. And we also want to make sure that we have the zombies layer in there, so we can go var instance. We'll make a zombie by calling zombie scene dot instantiate. We can just do it at 0, for now. See what happens. We're just gonna go zombies dot add child instance. Okay. Let's see what happens. Here we go. We spawn zomb, spawn zomb, spawn zomb, spawn zomb.
I love it. Why did you decide to remake the game from scratch? Because we want to make quite a few changes, mostly because the initial game was very much made for a game jam. That meant we didn't really give it as much thought into like the design of it, as like we would a fully commercial project.
But and also since then, since doing that game jam, we have learned a lot. Since then, we have released our first game. So from a code perspective, from an art perspective, I feel like we leveled up enough that we kind of increased the scope and the visual complexity that we want to have in the game to a point where it just doesn't make sense to continue that project.
Yeah.
Okay. I need some other things on screen. I want a zombie count, and we need to see the FPS. I don't think there's a... Well, I don't know. Let me Google it. Godot for FPS counter. Not FSP. FPS counter. There's a really good Godot FPS add-on I could share if you'd like. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll have a look. And just search for it if you give me the name. That's a lot of stuff. Bug. Oh, it was this one. By Callan. Yes, it's the one I was looking at. Okay. Thank you. Let's give it a go. Install. Project plugins on. No wonder. I wonder. It doesn't have a README. It has a scene. Okay. I think you just press F2 in game now.
Marka, are you licking your bed?
Oh god. What have I done? Ah! Oh no. I did something to my keyboard. I clicked the wrong button. No!
What have you done? F2? F3?
Oh yes, F3. Yes, yes. What did I click? My keyboard is blinking. I don't know what I did. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Keyboard down.
I have no idea what I did. Okay, so if we spawn a bunch of zombs.
Sabotage the stream. Ay, ay, ay.
It wasn't even the F2. I clicked something else.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
They're going quantum.
They're going quantum.
Well, it's actually interesting that the game is still locked at 60. Because I feel like the other game was dying at this point. Bear in mind that had a level with a bunch of different collisions. But this is locked at 60 still.
I mean, the good thing is you can easily test it now. Right?
Yeah. Oh, I see some zombies that have started flying. They're higher than other zombies.
Their planet needs them.
How did they do that? I guess it's the move and slide.
You're just trying to like see above the other zombies. Like, just, like
Yeah. Even if the collisions stayed performant with a bunch of stuff in the level, I don't think it really works because they're like really stiff when they collide with other zombies, and I feel I feel like some will have some effects that will knock back zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
So they have to sometimes occupy the same space, I think. So like if I pushed this zombie at the front back, I would expect them to move back and then push everyone to the sides. Like slowly. Or, you know, fluidly. Or say we had a big zombie, right? We're gonna have like special zombies. That's a bean zombie right there.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be blocked by the little ones. They're just gonna walk through it and push everyone aside. So I feel like hard collisions aren't gonna work unless there's some settings that you can play with that adds that behavior. I don't think we can rely on the collisions. It'll need some custom math or something. I don't know. Some custom vector math shenanigans. I'm not sure. Another thing is pathfinding. in the jam version, in the gem version, zombies don't have pathfinding of any kind. Humans are a little smarter. Like, they'll go around objects. They're not pathfinding. They have, like, they can see slightly in front of them, so they can go around small objects by just using a raycast. I wonder if zombies should have that as well. Like, should zombies get stuck on the other side of a fence? Or should they do it like this? They just... Oh, he got stuck. Oh, he's going somewhere. He gave up. He made it. But should we give zombies an extra brain cell also? So they don't just get stuck on everything.
If you... I had some ideas and some thoughts. I was kind of here drawing a little bit of a map. So some of the things I was thinking about might have something to do with that. So, for example, I was just trying to draw a map that's like similar to what we already had.
Mm-hmm.
But like, say here you have a little bridge, or like you have little like like elevated areas so you could go up the stairs. Like, could you then have like a strategy that you try to get some zombies sometimes stuck, or like so you have a big horde and so you run to like this bridge to try and like funnel them in to try to like thin them out a little bit, you know? So like,
yeah.
So maybe you, I don't know if for things like that you'd want the zombies to be smarter or not. Or like say this is like a fountain, so like, you know, you're kind of running up here with a bunch of them and you go left. Would some of the zombies like then go right, or like would you expect them to follow you so you could kind of like, you know, play around the fountain, or like around little bits of building, you know? Like, do you try to like weave through the trees to confuse the zombies, you know? There might be...
Yeah, maybe there's a middle ground where we code in stupidity. Like, they can still see a tree, but they'll spend like 2 seconds not understanding how to go around it until they do. Yeah. Or something. So they don't get fully stuck.
Right, so they're not stuck forever. Yes, because you don't want to end up with like a bunch of zombies on this bridge.
Exactly.
Well, when you're here and like they're just there forever and they don't move. You do want them to eventually move, I suppose. And
what happens on the jam version a lot, especially on the later stages of the game where there's just a ton of zombies, is they just get... So, for example, here in the middle of the lake, they would get stuck in there, and like they would just go off screen and just be stuck there forever. There is code that despawns zombies that are off screen for X amount of time, but when you're spawning like dozens and dozens of them, you'd still end up with a ton. Yeah, just that guy, right? That's an elite nerd that's just stuck in there.
Yeah. Because you do still want a little bit of an element of like you are hurting the humans, but you are also kind of hurting the zombie herd as well, like trying to be clever in your pathing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a balance, right? Like you want to feel good for like having a technique of like trying to get them to, like trying to like lose them.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want it to be so easy that you just go around a thing and just get them stuck, right?
Yeah, they all get stuck on a little fence.
Yeah.
And this is a fairly simple level, too.
Yeah.
If we make a level that's like in the middle of the city or something,
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot more obstacles. There'll be buildings and cars or whatever.
Yeah.
Which you mean they would just get stuck way too much. So they do need a brain.
A single brain cell.
Yeah. Very small brain, but a brain.
I tend to agree.
Okay.
He's just playing the video game now.
Ooh. Oh no. I'm yawning.
He's yawning.
Oh no.
We're at 3 hours.
I'll go for another 15.
Yeah.
Um.
Now I'm yawning too. Contagious.
Okay. Well, we have very simple, non-brain celled zombies. Progress.
Progress.
Okay, so another thing to do with the debug is what? I think we want to do a constant debug. Oh god, my keyboard, it's still flashing. I don't know what to do. This has happened before. Hate it.
You don't remember how to fix it?
Why is it blinking? Okay. What? Yeah.
Yeah, yawning is definitely contagious.
Is that, has science explained that yet?
I think so.
How do I do this? Did I have a debug here? Yeah, but that was static. There's a way to check if the game is being run in the editor. It's like debug builds. Engine debug. No. Okay. Google it is. Godot for check if running in editor. OS is debug build is not the answer. This returns true when invoking Godot exe from the command line and when running via the editor. Is editor hint. That's for tools. Yes. I think it is debug build would be correct. So we're in, I guess we can call this enabled if OS is debug build. Assigned value for constant enabled isn't a constant expression. Yes it is.
Oh, did I refill my glass of water and left it in the did? Oh well.
That's rough.
That's rough, isn't it?
Okay, fine. What if I do enabled, which is a boolean false, starts with false, then we say if enabled, no, if OS is not a debug build, return out, or hide and return out. Else do whatever. That way if we export the game, the debug console won't be visible. Okay. Simple debug console. Nice.
Very nice.
What you up to there?
I'm just doodling a map.
Wow.
layout. Some ideas.
So these are the dock's grounds.
Yeah, so it's like I'm thinking like a manor. You know, it's like
A manor, yeah.
Yeah, like a big manor. And again, I did it similar. You know, let's start with what we kind of already have, right?
Mhm.
So, not kill our brains too much. But you know, you have like your manor lab situation, like at the top. And again, I was thinking maybe like there's some stairs and like a little bit of elevation, and you could like, you know, like go up the stairs here and go down here and like try to divert or not, you know, just some
Right.
thoughts. And then yeah, you have like a little fountain, and this is like the main driveway, right? And then like to the side here is like a garage that we could, or if we wanted to use this as another safe zone with some cars as obstacles. Then over here you could have like a little bonfire, fire pit situation again, just like a little tent maybe. And then like here we could do a little greenhouse. I mean, I'm just drawing in this sort of squash bit, but it could be like actually like
Yeah.
way taller, but you know.
Yeah, we'll have to decide how big we want the map to be.
Yeah. Like this bit could be like twice the
Yeah,
length, right?
yeah.
But yeah, like maybe you could have a little greenhouse with like a very simple, not a maze, but like a hedge, you know, like some hedges.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if we want to have a fun with pathing.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I think that hopefully that would be a fun part of it.
Just because I feel like one of the things from like running around in the map, it's like you want to explore, but if there's really nothing and it's just
Yeah.
like a wide expanse of nothing, then it doesn't feel as exciting. Whereas like if you could weave through like, oh, there's like a little, not really a maze, but like you could go through kind of here, and maybe that's where you'll find like keys or little pickups, and
Mm-hmm.
and it just make exploring the map more fun. So like you have a little greenhouse, like this is like your main gates. And like if you go this way, you'll go into like the lake area, or like maybe this is like where the bunker is, and there's like a little bridge that then takes you to like a little hut, another safe area.
Yeah,
And then you
I also
can-
think we should try and incorporate what we did with the lake on the jam version, where there's like this little. I'm not saying the lake itself needs to have that. I mean, just in general, like dead ends or like traps where there'll be a little carrot of some sort for the player.
Yeah.
But it's a risk. Like if you go in, you might get.
That's what I mean. Like if you have a little like garden hedge maze situation thing, it's like you could find something really cool in there, but it's like you gotta be sure, like you gotta explore that maze early on and not when you have a massive horde behind you, because otherwise it might be a bit tricky. Or like same with like maybe the fire pit has like some logs around. It's like you know, it could be like some trees and like here's like a bit of a dead end, so you just have to like kind of go by quickly because you have like some obstacles, and then definitely you could do that.
Cool.
Yeah. Some stuff.
Will we get any used car salesman zombies, big ties, bad plaid suits? Is that a reference to something?
If it's a reference, we will, you know, throw us all your references.
Yeah. And
then if we find a way to put them in without breaching anyone's copyright, then we'll do it.
Yeah.
Configure 9, thank you so much for that follow.
Nerd alert.
Nerd alert.
Yeah, I think that will be a constant all throughout the development of this game. Whatever zombie media references you think would be funny, like our jam version already has a ton in there, like Shaun of the Dead and things like that. Walking Dead, obviously, but whatever we can squeeze into it, you know, subtly, then we definitely want to.
Yeah.
Figure says, nice stream, love zombies. Nice.
Thank you very much.
Welcome in.
You've arrived at the very beginning of the game.
Not a reference, just thought it'd be funny to see. Fair. Why not?
Also that, yeah. We can have a zombie in a plaid suit. Why not?
Is that ortho or perspective camera? This is perspective, yes.
I like it.
That's actually a good question. This game might be... Would this game be better in orthographic or orthogonal? That's the wrong scene. That looks pretty good if you ask me. That looks nice.
Why is it so close? Why is it zooming in on the feet? News anchor cameraman zombies. The cheese. Release at 10 out of 10 game. Just feats. Adventures of Dr. Zombie Shoes. That's orthogonal.
I feel like we might
Explore
play
this.
around with it.
I don't hate that. I think that's pretty cool.
It obviously needs a lot of adjustments. Like suddenly the angle and stuff feels very different. Maybe. I don't know.
If you change the camera, you'll have to adjust code or distance or something.
Yeah.
For sure. Was that better? A little bit more top down?
This goes back to the feel of the visuals, like between it feeling like a little board game or something.
Yeah.
Versus something more digital. I feel like the perspective camera makes it feel like you have a bunch of little cardboard characters running around.
And do you like that?
I think I like that more.
I think I like that as well.
But yeah, in terms of the angle, you said more. I mean, what we had initially was this. Which is maybe a bit better.
But I think there's definitely room to play around with the exact angle and the camera.
Yeah, for sure. Beggar, hello.
Hello.
Do you think there is any reason I should choose C# instead of GD script? I have never done anything with C#, so I don't really know, but just like anecdote from other people I've heard talking about it. With C#, you may find some performance gains with certain things. There is a caveat that if you want a web export, I think that's still being worked on for C#, so you would not have a web export. Yeah, I don't think that was in the last version. Yeah, Temtic says, if you plan to do very complex code, C# will be better. Yeah. But we're talking like, I'm pretty sure that we're talking like complex, like simulations and stuff. That's where you'll find the gains. For like 90% of games you could be making, you won't really see that difference. For me personally, I know GD script. It's quite simple. It was easy for me to learn, so I just went with that. Yeah. And so far, you know, there's never been something where I was like, oh, if I was doing it in C#, then this would have been easier or possible or something like that. But that's because I don't know C#. So.
Right. Yeah. Someone told me GD script is kind of similar to Python syntax-wise.
Yeah, it is based off of Python. That's right. Will you do a zombie swarm special zombie for a reference to DayZ? Brad Pittsburgh.
I mean, we certainly could. I think we definitely need to see like some movie clips and some stuff to like properly refresh. I've not seen that movie since it came out, but yeah.
Was that autocorrect again? The Pittsburgh?
The Pittsburgh, Brad Pittsburgh.
I kind of like Brad Pittsburgh. A zombie swarm special zombie. I don't know exactly what you're thinking of there. When I think of DayZ,
those could run.
Is that?
Those were the zombies that like sprinted.
Is that what the movie's called? World War Z. That's what you're talking about, right? Yeah. When I think about that movie, I just think about the horde like climbing the massive wall by like climbing onto each other.
Yeah.
Or like that, there's this one shot where he's running from the zombies and then he turns a corner, but the zombie like just continues full speed into the corner and smashes onto the wall. That scene is like so, I don't know,
like visceral.
Visceral, yeah, that's the right word. Because it really encapsulates the zombie, like just running towards food. Like that's it.
Yeah.
It has no concern for itself.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I want to work on a second game, which is more of a game and less of a simulation, but I don't know what theme or what the game would be about. I would say a good place to start would be with games that you enjoy, genres that you enjoy. So for us, how we started with game dev was we were playing Vampire Survivors nonstop, and we were just like, I wonder if we could make something like that. And that's how it started. We just started messing around with Game Maker, trying to recreate Vampire Survivors and then give it our own spin.
Yeah.
So like if you like platformers, you could model it after Mario or Super Meat Boy or Celeste, and then trying doing something unique for yourself, for example.
I did a tree here. Well, a little bit of a tree and a little bit of a rock.
That's a good looking tree right there. I approve.
And a little bit of grass.
Nice.
Boom.
The grass is interesting in terms of making it work.
Yeah.
Will it be part of the ground texture? Will there be like, it will be poking out in 3D from the ground? Is it a mix of both? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
Again, I think it's something with the landscaping. We'll start simple and then build up as we go, right? So we'll start with like, I think you probably can start with like these little pips, you know.
Just on the texture.
Just on the texture.
Yeah.
But again, I wouldn't do them this dark. I would do them more invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's something I was like just looking at this, even though I've got some extra doodles around. Like something that's going to be very important is contrast.
Mm-hmm.
So again, similar to the pixel art game, how we had important items like with a black outline because we want those to stand out.
Yeah.
And other stuff not outlined. Even though I do still very much want this whole game to have a very comic book cartoon vibe. I think I might want to play around with the thick and thinness of the lines of objects, but also even the color. So where's my tree? So say I don't, I think I might want the trees to still kind of stand out a little bit, but maybe not this much, for example. And instead I may still want them to be, might not be the right color at all. You know, yeah, that's not the right color at all. But you know what I mean. So
yeah.
It's just like,
yeah, but it could be less about the outlines and more about saturation or something, like the color.
That too.
Everything's outlined, but like you can clearly see that the dock is way brighter and vibrant than everything else. Something like that.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a play on both. Mm-hmm. So, like with the grass bits here, for example, I definitely don't want you to be looking at the little blades of grass because I think that's definitely too distracting, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe I'd want them this kind of contrast, right? Mm-hmm. Instead.
Yep.
A little bit. I mean, from the stream is not the same, but you get my point. Like, I don't want it to be super in your face. So it's just something that I definitely want to play with. You definitely want the dogs to stand out. The zombies, you still want them to stand out, but maybe even, again, 1 degree less than the dog.
Right.
Because you would still want to be able to see the dog in the herd.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's something that I'll play around. But I'm overall I think I will definitely use like the halftone shading on stuff. I do like it. I do wonder if again, to the degree of 3D assets versus 2D assets, like I think on 2D assets that don't have a significant amount of animation, I'd probably be able to get away with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would be nice.
Yeah. Cool. Tempting says, I like puzzle games. Yeah, a lot of options with puzzle games. I've always admired Outer Wilds, but that game is insanely difficult to make. Yeah. Yeah. If you mean... It depends on what you mean that you like about Outer Wilds. If you mean the whole, like, going back in time, that's not so hard, right? It means that you need to make a puzzle world to explore. That would be the hard part. But yeah, with puzzle games, there's a lot of choices there. And again, sometimes just starting with an established puzzle genre and just tweaking it, making it yours, is always a good place to start if nothing comes to mind. I was playing Bad North for the first time and I love it, but got the itch to make my game more than play a game. Yeah. I think that happens in waves. Like sometimes you want to play games more than make them, and then suddenly it switches and you're like, no, enough of this. I want to make my own.
Yeah. Like you just feel so inspired. You're like, I want to put this into action. You know? Yeah. Good. Also, hello, Next.
Hey,
Good
Next.
to see you. We will be heading off soon.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
we're winding down.
It's good to say hello and to see you here today.
Time for some dinner.
It is. Love the art style. I had bought I think that's it. That's pronounced Xiaomi.
Xiaomi, yeah.
Xiaomi. Had 5 to learn drawing, but it feels impossible. Listen, it's impossible until it's not. So, you got to start with some doodles. Just doodle some stuff. Have some fun, like laugh at it. You got to be able to laugh at the doodles that you make.
A lot of people use the like one drawing a day or one doodle a day or something.
Yeah.
To practice. Something that won't take you too much time, so you can do it every day. So you can do like a very small canvas size, so that you don't go crazy. Yeah. And then you just, okay, today I'm gonna doodle a fruit. Today I'm gonna doodle an animal. Yeah. And then you just keep going.
Just keep working on it. Captain Anosa says, learn skills the way kids do. Just do it. Yeah. I think the biggest block is just like being afraid or embarrassed of that the outcome is not going to be what you want, which is what I think kids lack. And that's why they just do it, because they could not care less about the outcome. They're just enjoying the process of drawing a thing. So enjoy the process. Don't think too hard about the outcome. The outcome will get better the more you do it. So I started drawing when I was a kid, but that's why I have years and years of practice. But you started like everyone, doing little, that's what I thought people looked like, and you start like that and then you get better. There's also no harm in, and if you do want to make a finished product and your skills are to the level of like you can only do little stick people like this, embrace that. Make the aesthetic like a cutesy doodly thing, or find some way to make the aesthetic that you can do work for you. So whether that's making like a very like a funny game, or like, again, there's like stick people games that are actually really freaking cool out there. So don't stress too much. It's just about having fun, and then you'll get better. Just do it.
Oh, you don't have the shirt. Oh, but you have it on your iPad.
Oh yeah. Like look, like he doesn't draw very much. What is this?
I don't draw at all.
He doesn't, but he drew this, and then I put it, and then I put it on a shirt. And I love it. It's my favorite thing.
But like, if I made a game that looked like that, someone out there would love it.
Yeah.
Someone.
There's charm. There's charm in mistakes. There's charm in rough stuff. Never thought of it that way. The way I was going is like, I need to get good to make art for my game, so it's frustrating. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's that'll just stop you from making the game, which is unfortunate because you just want to enjoy it and have fun with it.
Yeah. When you design your game, if you're going to be the one doing everything, including art, then you have to design your game with your current skills in mind.
If you bring up that game you brought up earlier with the cubes,
right,
blasting the cubes. So say like you really don't want to have to draw people at all. There's games out there that are, I mean, literally just think of Tetris. Like at that, obviously, it just uses
like this one
shapes. You can just make games with shapes and things, and you don't need to draw complex things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's such a cool and fun game. And you're just like blasting some shapes.
It's a visually simple but still striking game.
No. Jeff, I'm back in them new shoes. Hooray! Woo!
Nice.
Learning how to draw is very much like how to game dev, all about keeping your scope down and get good over time. Yeah, exactly.
And this goes back to what we were talking about with this game, right? So Celine was showing you the concept for the game that we're working on now. But it wasn't that long ago. It was just last year that it looked like this, which looks great. But over the course of a year, we got the confidence and know-how to try and go for this instead. And hopefully it works out.
Yeah. 10 minutes a day, 70 minutes a week, 280 a month, 7+ hours of focus scattered. Eventually it snowballs and you do more when you get momentum. It has helped motivate me on how to do stuff. I have a hard time in general with flow state and switching gears because I do it so often. It feels like I can't always be productive in the way I want to, but that's where discipline curbs the issue. Exactly. So, doing a little bit every now and then when you can will be much better than if you sit down for 5 hours to try to do something straight. It's the cumulative. So like, for example, us working on our game a little bit at a week amounted to us finishing a game, versus like when we did our first attempt at a game, we like went hard for 2 weeks or however long it was, and then we just kind of done with it.
For us, the big game changer was community.
Yeah.
And like here live on Twitch or Discord, having someone that we're sharing our progress with kind of makes you like, we do Saturday, Sundays, and Tuesdays for stream days. So like after Tuesday, where I have the rest of the week until Friday, if it gets to Friday and I haven't touched the game since I did something on stream, I'm panicking. I'm like, I can't just go live and
with nothing
and tell everyone, oh yeah, I didn't touch it since last stream. I can't do that. So it forces me just to, even if it's something little, I do something.
Yeah.
So community is pretty good with that. Like having someone that's keeping up with your progress makes you want to do something.
Yeah.
Even if they don't really mind if you haven't progressed. In your eyes, you want to do something.
Thanks for being you.
Such a sweet message.
That one just always feels unending. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Palji, for the 1,000 biddies. Yeah. It feels longer each time. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Apology. Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much for that. That's very, very kind.
What did you eat? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh.
That was incredible. Look at the stream.
Oh goodness.
In here. Yeah. Anyway, discipline, routine. That's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It takes time. It takes effort. It's difficult,
Yeah.
but it can be worth it.
It's like sometimes you find someone on a Twitch chat or they're streaming themselves and they're talking about, oh, they got this game idea. They're going to make the game in 3 months. They're going to release it and they're going to be rich. And like, I don't know how to tell them that it's just not how it works. Like this, unfortunately, this just takes time. You just got to take it one day at a time. Things will go wrong. You're going to have to change your idea. It's just the way it is. It takes time.
It's time. Karina actually achieved it though.
Yeah. They got the yacht.
They got it.
Nice. Well, good for them.
But, you know, there are exceptions to everything.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it the norm.
Not the money. Okay, well, yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Game in short time. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't have to be about money. Very true. The game is free. I see. All right. I'm kind of hungry.
We're wrapping up. We're making some dinner. We're making some pork belly.
We are making some pork belly.
Yeah.
We're making a pot roast.
Nice little. Oh, I was gonna say Sunday roast, but it's Saturday. TK, gracias for your fart.
Thank you.
Had ramen for lunch today. We had some chicken nuggies, so a proper meal, a proper dinner.
Yeah.
is
Terrible
required.
lunch, amazing dinner. That's the plan.
Pork belly, yes, Fauji, some pork belly.
Mhm.
Can't wait.
Pork belly with some carrot and some parsnip and some potatoes.
Gonna take some time to cook, but it'll be worth it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Where are we going? Where are we sending the
who
nerds?
we raiding? I Heart Funny Boys is on the line.
True, but I also see a Just Cavino, which was just mentioned.
There we go.
So that feels like a natural segue.
It feels. Is it serendipitous? Is that the word?
I have no idea. That
Yeah.
bird is that bird is too big for my brain.
I'm glad I got to open and close the stream. Thanks for streaming today. Great progress. We did have some good
Yes.
progress. That's right.
I'm gonna take a screenshot and make sure to update our board.
Yes. And we'll be back tomorrow with more zombies.
Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, nerds. Really appreciate it.
Sound lovely. Do enjoy. Thank you.
Let's see, Scavino. They've been streaming for 2 hours, but I assume they're still
Fauji, thank you. Gracias for your
still
fart.
going.
Thank you for the double fart.
Get him out.
Get him out while you can. You guys
Yeah.
have 10 assigned farts each.
Yeah, guys, we're rating out. We're very accepting here. However, some streams they might not really enjoy it. So if you need to do it, do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Yes, he did it.
Do it.
Gracias por your farts, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today and seeing the inception of Dr. J. Ferret reclaims the living. Forcing a release. My farts are gone. Oh, good one, Jeff.
We
That's
will
good.
be back
I like
tomorrow.
big farts and I can't out loud. Oh my god. That will
Yep.
indeed
Yep.
haunt me forever, won't it? What's a Godot?
We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. You know the deal. We're back, baby. Thank you, nerds.
Thank you, nerds. Good night. Bye. Bye.
Maybe we do. Yeah, it's probably safer too. What up, nerds? Welcome in. Get nerded, indeed. How are y'all doing? Welcome in. For those of you who don't know, the Two Nerdy Nerds, some of the most talented game devs in the business, in the game. How are y'all doing? They just released Super Cat Cafe, available now on Steam. What we're doing right now is we are working on our second ever game. So the way our second ever game